What's up, guys? We're diving into modern dating, social media fueled delusion, and the effects of feminism on relationships. Let's get into it.
Gentlemen, please do not let feminism, social media tell you or make you think that we don't need you. Trust me, women are craving masculinity. They're craving men.
Please, Spock, do me a favor. And don't say it's fascinating. No. But it is interesting.
We need you. We just want to come home and go to sleep on your chest. We just need to wake up next to you knowing that you're there. We just need to be able to call you when we're having a weird day, bad day. You're the only one we want to call. I'm going to call my man about that. Let me see what my man says. Let me ask my man. We need you. Do not let feminism make you believe that you are not wanted. It is far from the truth, as women are all lying to themselves. Trust me. We need you. So you can't give up. You've got to go after your goals and your purpose, because we need you to feel good about yourself. And you need to let us in. You need to be vulnerable enough to let us into that little heart there, that thing there. We need to get in there. We want to just get in, okay? We want to all get in there. So you need to let us. But do not be fooled, men. We need you.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
The women are craving masculinity now. It's fascinating how feminism sells independence, but suddenly they want to sleep on your chest and call you during a bad day. And here's the reality. This newfound "we need you" narrative is just a band-aid over the mess feminism created. Women pushed men to the sidelines for decades, and now they're realizing masculinity wasn't the problem, their ideology was. Guys, don't fall for this. Vulnerability is a luxury men cannot afford in today's court system. One emotional slip and you're on the hook financially and legally. Masculinity isn't about rescuing women who played the game wrong. It's about protecting yourself and your purpose. Stay focused.
Ladies, instead of thinking of being single as not having somebody to go do stuff with, not being able to go do certain things because you don't have a partner, think about it as dating yourself. Go to the movie, go to the restaurant, go to the little candle making class. Explore new things that you enjoy. All the things that you want to do that you primarily think of as a couple's activity, just go do them. It makes your life cooler and richer and more exciting and fun. You'll also probably discover that being single isn't all that bad. And that saves you from jumping into relationships just to have somebody to do stuff with and go places with. Never date a man just to have a man.
So date yourself. That translates to embrace loneliness, because no man wants to deal with this nonsense. Go to that candle making class solo, because you've turned dating into a contractual nightmare. Social media and feminism's taught women to never settle, but now they're realizing the market doesn't care. Men have opted out because the ROI isn't there. And if women spent half the effort on accountability as they do on self-discovery, maybe they wouldn't need to date themselves. Men don't care how many solo movie tickets you bought. They care about cooperation and respect, neither of which is on display here.
Men are like, we want a traditional woman. We want a woman at home, taking care of me, taking care of the kids, cooking, cleaning, doing all this. And women are like, have done the feminism, they've done the 9 to 5, they're all broke, they're unhappy, they're like, why are we working so hard? This sucks. And then they're like, okay, we accept your terms. And then men are like, okay. And then we're like, okay, so that's gonna take a lot of money to have this life. So are you going to be a provider full-time? Are you going to give me and the children the lives that we want? And then as soon as women turn it on men and accept, men are like, oh my gosh, you're just all gold diggers. And then it's like, so what do you want from us? There's no winning. Yeah, we do want to be at home with the kids. And yeah, if we do that, you have to provide, sweetheart.
No, thank you. I prefer to die giving you the finger.
Men want traditional women, but they better bankroll it. I guess that's the argument now. Ladies, feminism taught you had to chase careers and independence, and now you're tired and broke. That's not men's fault. You can't demand a man to be a traditional provider when you refuse to be a traditional partner for decades. Gold digging isn't a personality trait, and men are ATMs. The cost of living isn't on one gender's shoulders. Cooperation builds civilizations, not entitlement. If you want a man to provide, bring more than demands to the table. Otherwise, don't complain when he opts for a passport and finds a traditional woman abroad.
Okay, so this is a question for the guys. Do you guys like it when women walk up to you in the bar and like try to talk to you? Because I was looking at this guy this weekend and my friends were like, "Oh, you should go talk to him." And I was like, "No, I cannot. I am too nervous." Do you guys even like that? Is that still a thing? Is it creepy? Is it weird? Like, help me out.
So do men will like women initiating at bars? Probably. But let's be real, your friends talked you into it, and now you're second guessing the entire premise. Look, men are exhausted by the "is this creepy" narrative. Feminism's paranoia has turned every interaction into a potential HR meeting. Confidence is attractive, but your hesitation reeks of insecurity fueled by TikTok rules, and men don't have time for that. If you're genuine, most men will appreciate the effort, but stop overthinking it. It's not brain surgery. Initiate or don't, just don't make it another men are confusing TikTok rant when he doesn't respond how you wanted.
Are all the guys that initiate dates? Raise your hand. Raise your hand in the comments if you are a guy who is single and you initiate dates. I don't think there's a lot of them out there, and I really wish there were more. And I think a lot of women want a guy to initiate too. I think there's just this huge disconnect right now. So I met some random guy at a bar last night. We were just literally talking. I was at a singles event that was being held outside. He was sitting in the bar. I didn't want to eat outside, so I came in, sat at the bar, ate next to him. We engaged in delightful conversation. I'm going to say, just based on context cues, he's probably my age. He really did think that I was way much younger than I actually am. Bonus point for him for that. Had a friend with me. My girlfriend was like, "I'm done. I want to go." So I said, "That's fine." Paid my tab. As I was getting ready to leave, he said, "I've really enjoyed our conversation. I'd love to have a drink with you again. Can I get your number?" Of course you can have my number. You can have my social. I mean, yes. I didn't give him my social. I am thinking that I would have received a, "Hey, had a great time. Really looking forward to seeing you." Or, "Do you mind if we chat?" Or, "Hey," or something in the last 24 hours. Not anxiously waiting for this. I just kind of thought in the back of my head, it's been almost 24 hours. I hadn't heard from him. I am in my soft girl era, so I want to make sure that I am not initiating things because I don't want to set that tone in a relationship. I have done that in every other relationship and it has not worked out well for me. And I also am aware that men want soft feminine women. They don't want masculine leaders. And I do that at work. I don't want to do that in my personal life with a guy. So I'm gonna wait. And if he's not one of those types of men where he's not going to initiate, he's not going to reach out to me in the next couple of days and be like, "Hey, let's go have a drink," then I'm not going to be the one chasing him. I want him to pursue me. I want him to think to himself, I really want to see her again. Let me figure that out. Let me initiate. Let me reach out to her. Let me tell her that I want to see her, and let me set up the date, and let me be the one to show her that I want to engage in interaction with her. And then if we start dating or we hit it off, I'm going to match and I'm going to put in energy and that soft feminine side. I'm going to engage with him. That's how it works. I am just perplexed as to why there's so few guys that are out there who actually will initiate. Even if it means they might get a no, they are still proactively initiating. Where do I find those men?
You crazy bitch!
So she's in her soft girl era, waiting for men to initiate. Shit, she's not a soft girl. She definitely has a lot of masculine traits going on. I mean, lady, you can't have it both ways. Feminism's taught women to lead in every aspect, and now you're surprised men aren't chasing. I mean, men are tired of the rejection in games. The modern woman says, "Pursue me," but as soon as he does, you demand effort, planning, and consistency without offering much in return. Men see through this bullshit. If he didn't text back, it's because he's tired of competing with your ego. You want a leader? Fine. But leaders require respect, not passive-aggressive tests. This wait-and-see approach is why men are going their own way or looking abroad. I mean, look, we're witnessing the disconnect between men and women in modern dating. Feminism's empowerment message convinced women they didn't need men, but now they're backpedaling, craving the stability masculinity brings. Unfortunately, the damage is done. Social media inflates egos and creates unrealistic expectations, while the court system and family laws make relationships a high-stake gamble for men. The traditional family unit has been dismantled, and men are rightly cautious about re-entering the battlefield. Guys must focus on self-improvement and financial independence and not chasing validation. Passport bros are on to something, which is seeking traditional values in places where family and respect are prioritized. And women must understand that cooperation, respect, and accountability are non-negotiable. A strong relationship requires partnership and not entitlement. Guys, just remember, your worth isn't tied to saving a woman from their bad decisions. We don't need to play super simp, Captain Save a 304, or any of that. Build your empire, set your boundaries, and don't compromise your values. The system isn't changing anytime soon, but you can navigate it wisely. Well, guys, that's the end of the video here today. If you like what you've seen, hit that like button, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Drop me a comment down below on what you think, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.